What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're finally going to try to get the Stealth 100% the vanes working on the truck. Now I called them up and what they want me to do is take the actuator off my factory turbo and put it on this one, move the plunger around, do all that stuff, make sure that this actuator is going to work with that turbo, it's not going to hit the vanes, everything like that. It should work. So what kind of sucks is I'm going to have to pull the whole turbo again, but I figured I was going to do that in the first place, so I didn't put a lot of stuff back on 100%, which is going to make taking it off a lot easier. This should be pretty much a breeze taking it back out again. It only took me like an hour the first time, hour and a half. So we're going to go ahead and get the turbo pulled out, get this actuator put on, and hopefully we get the Stealth up and running in the truck. Now going forward, they're probably going to figure it out, start buying 20 turbos, building them, but at the time, or at this time, not too many people are messing with 2020s just because of the transmissions and stuff like that. So their main focus is 17 through 19 because that platform is figured out. So now that they know about this issue, they're going to remedy it so no one will have to go through what I did to have to re-pull it again. So literally be plug and play. If I knew that, it would have been a lot easier just to swap it on the floor, but I didn't think it was going to come to that. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead here now, get this turbo pulled back out, and get the actuator swapped. Now I'm not going to show like pulling it again, I did that last week, but I'm going to show you everything on the ground. I also read a couple comments, you guys wanted to see some more side-by-side comparisons of the two turbos. So since I have that again, I'll go over everything. Like I said, to the eye, they look both the same. They look exactly the same. It's just all the internals that are built, but I'll go over it one more time and just show you a good side-by-side comparison. So let's dive right on into it. Alright, so now I got the Stealth back out on the ground. This time it only took me an hour. I really ripped through it. This is a little side-by-side comparison of them. Like I said, you can't really tell much of a difference. They literally look exactly the same. I just want to get it before I pull the actuator off. So I'm going to have to pull the whole front assembly off. I'm going to Google what the torque is, because I've never done this before. I'm not sure what the torque spec is. So I'm going to pull this off, get it on here. And what kind of sucks is I wanted to powder coat it, but it was going to go to Worley to get powder coated, and the lead time for that was like 4, 5, 6 weeks something. It was a while. And I just wanted to get it in the truck to mess around with it, play with it. And then when I ordered another one, so that one's going to come powder coated. And then I was going to throw that one in, so I only plan on doing this twice. So it looks like now I'm going to end up doing it about 3 times, which is really no big deal. It's only going to take me an hour to do it. But yeah, this is a little side-by-side comparison. Like I said, we're just going to have to break these bolts free on here that hold the whole front plate on. This is what's kind of concerning me a little bit. I think it's just going to just pop right off. I hope. That even may look like an Allen key. Nope, that's an Allen key. So I'm going to get that off. Let you know what size that is. You guys should never have to go through this, because if you order one now, they're going to be correct. It's just me trying to be the first. And yeah, we'll get that off. We'll get it swapped over, then we'll get thrown back in the truck, and then hopefully my vanes work, so I have some vane control. So it actually spools up, it actually does some stuff. I'm curious to see how it sounds. I'm getting excited again, so let me go ahead and get this swapped over, and we'll get thrown back in. I broke all the bolts on the actual faceplate free. They were all 10 millimeters, so I got all those out. Now the one that I have to actually hold the control rod for the actuator on, that is a T27. That's the one that fits in there best. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out. Hopefully this all comes out nice and easy. And then I'll start breaking my factory one apart. Then we'll just get them swapped over. I'll get this one back together now. I'll wait on that one just to make sure, so I'm not wasting my time. And then I got to look up the torque specs, get this all torqued back correctly. Then we'll get it back in the truck. Now that we got it apart, look at this wheel on that Stealth. That is wicked. Wow. So, I don't know what that sound is. But that thing is so wicked. So let me go ahead, pull off my factory one. I'll show you what that wheel looks like. And then we'll go ahead and hopefully get thrown back in the truck here pretty quickly, because I'm getting really excited now. Okay, so me just being in a rush, I didn't have to pull a faceplate off. I don't even know what I was thinking, but now we got a good inside look on what the Stealth wheel looks like. I'm not going to do that to my factory one, but it's just 4 10mm bolts holding the actuator on. So I'm just going to pull the actuator off of that one, get it thrown back into this one, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, so now that I got my actuator on, what I was told was just to spin the wheel move the plunger, make sure everything is going to work like it should. I don't feel the vanes hitting anything. The wheel is still spinning freely. So, I think we're in the clear. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's laid the same exact actuator, as you can see with this one off. It's laid the same actuator, it's just that this is flip-flopped. So basically what I was trying to explain in the last video was, even if I extended the harness, as you can see there's a slide on the bottom of this one, a slide on the bottom for the harness to plug into. If I rotated this 180, this slide would be on the top. That slide's on the bottom, so it's still not plug in even if I made an extender. I got a lot of people telling me about that. It wouldn't work. So ultimate solution was to swap the actuator. So let's go ahead here now and get thrown back in the truck. Okay, so now that I got everything 100% back on, I'm going to go ahead and fire the truck up. I actually got everything the way it should be this time because it's probably definitely right. The actuator plugs in. You can hear it moving around and stuff, which that means it's working. One thing that I forgot to mention too at the beginning of the video was that I did not have to pull the turbo again. I could have swapped the actuator on the truck, but they wanted me to go ahead and pull it out because move the plunger around, get it on the ground, make sure everything was 100% right with it, because it's an expensive turbo and it only took me an hour and a half to do everything. So yeah, so now we got everything back on like it should. Let's fire the truck up and see how it sounds. Let's fire it up, see how she sounds. Let me enable high idle on my screen. That is still annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get, I don't know, all my messages are off, that's good. Fuel gauge is working. Okay, let's see, settings, vehicle. It does sound a little bit more high pitched. That definitely does have a lot more whistle to it. Not a ton more than factory, but it's definitely a little bit more high pitched in my opinion, but I'm very impressed. I'm glad it all worked out. I was having some doubts, but I knew at the end we'd get it all figured out, so sounds great. Now I'm gonna let it warm up some, get some oil circulating through there and everything like that. Then we'll rev it up a little bit and get some sound clips of it. So that's about it for this video, guys. I'm very happy with the way the Stealth came out on this truck and the way it sounds. Hopefully next week we can go out and get some driving clips of the truck. It's just that it's snowing out right now and we're supposed to get another foot of snow. There's already 3 feet of snow on the ground. And I like to keep my truck nice. I paid a lot of money for it and I worked really hard for it. So I like to keep my stuff in good condition. So hopefully next week when the roads are dry, we can go out and get some sound clips of the 2020 with the Stealth on there. I think it sounds phenomenal. I guarantee the camera does no justice on the way this turbo sounds on the truck. But if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you love the Stealth content, be sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. So much more content to come with it. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Stop this conversation. We got no relation.